Welcome back to another episode of Video City TV. I'm your host, Callie Ann at the Butterfly Buddha, and Video City TV is welcoming Unicorn Gang Flow to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I love that you embody a whole unicorn. Like,
Oh, thank you.
such a character. When did you decide?
Everybody says that.
When did you decide you wanted to be a unicorn?
I think it was pretty much when I had changed my pronouns because I identify as non-binary. So I changed my pronouns like 5+ years back to they, them, just to kind of not fit in any binary system that's, in place right now, just so that I can feel more free with my expression.
Yeah, I love that. It's very bold and very colorful. So when did you get the name Unicorn Gang Flow?
So I've been through like a few rap names now. It started off with Alo, because my real name is Angela. So I just took that, and I don't know where the low came from. I feel like I was thinking of Shawty Low at the time, but I did that. And then my poetry name was Flowing Goddess. And I'm just like, why do I have two different names? Like, I need to join these. Like, I need something. And so I changed it to Unicorn Gang Flow instead, just as to keep the flow still in there and everything, but also this new embodiment of the combination of the two personalities that I had before.
Wow. I love that. I love that, like, you're not afraid to do it too, to change like your name. I feel like so many artists do it, and sometimes I feel like changing my name. Like, I want to go to like Storm.
That would be cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When did you realize you wanted to sing and rap? Which one did you do first, actually? Which one was it first?
It's hard to say. Before I did any rapping or singing, honestly, I was a poet. I was competing all over. I'm from Kansas City, KC. Went to state a few times for public speaking and poetry and things like that. So I was really like a slam poet at first. And a lot of my poetry kind of sound like songs because it has kind of little minor cadences thrown in there. And so I was just like, well, I got these laptops from my school district, might as well take advantage of GarageBand. So I started experimenting with that once I got into high school. Wow. And that's when I really started doing music more so, but still trying to do poetry at that time. I've stopped doing poetry, honestly. I really want to get back to it.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So your journey started off as being a poet, and then you started going into singing after that?
Yeah, so it was pretty much singing and rapping came in after that. Because my family, well, at least my mom and my sister are pretty musical. My mom was a really good singer, and then it kind of rubbed off on me and my little sister. So we would, we just took an inkling for music after that, singing lots of old school stuff to the point where they're just like, y'all ever gonna shut up? And just because, we know they music now, so we can sing along to it. And so they get annoyed. And I'm just like, this is y'all fault, so it just pretty much started with my mom and her being blessed with the gift to be able to sing. And so I don't think I'm very good of a singer, but I can hold a note. And so that's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. When did you like start singing? When did you start singing?
I really like sang just to, music that I heard. I would ride around, with my papa, because I was a papa's kid. That was my great grandfather. I would ride around with him and he would listen to smooth jazz. And so Sade would come on and things like that. And I would just be singing to it, little as kid in elementary. I'm over here singing all these, jazz and blues songs and stuff like that. And so when I found something that I liked, like a song that it like really meant something to me, I would sing it over and over and over again until what I heard in my head sounded, how it needed to sound out loud. And that's pretty much how I kind of, I guess, try to transform my voice to be more controlled and sing a little bit better and hold notes a little bit better because I was just singing out loud. Of course, I'm by myself and stuff like this doing it, but like I would pretend like I'll be holding a show or probably get something, pretend it's a mic and just sing and sing and sing. And then when I was tired, I would just stop.
Oh my God, you're so calm. You're so calm. Like I was not expecting like this energy, but you're very like calm and like serene. Like I was watching all of your videos and like I was checking you out on Instagram and you're also like an athlete. So you like work out and you find balance. And then
Yeah.
I saw that you're also an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, and you model and you dance too.
Yeah.
And you also own your own business.
Yes, ma'am, I do. It's the waxing pot. I'm a licensed esthetician, specializing in skincare for people of color and things like that. So
How do you find the balance to be able to do all of these things?
that is a good question. A lot of stuff gets put on a back burner for certain, scenarios and situations. But for the most part, like I've literally just gotten better with time management because I have ADHD. So time management is really not my strongest thing at all. I would get sidetracked or I would spend so much time thinking about one thing that I would never get things done. And I was just like, you know what, no matter what happens in life, I'm going to try to keep what I can going. I'm going to try to keep what I can flowing because I don't want to stop any of this and I don't want to put a lot of stuff on the back burner. I understand certain situations in life will have you, sitting certain things out, but if I can keep it going, I want to try to make that a priority while I try to handle everything else that's being thrown at me in life and things like that. And so that was just a recent mindset that I kind of adopted because I was tired of putting myself out of commission because I have very, very, very bad, like just depression and things like that. So I would fall into a state for like long periods of time where I just not socialize and stuff like that. And I don't want to turn into that. I want to be able to extend it and keep things going for as long as I can, so that I can prove to myself that I can pretty much do this, basically.
Wow. Yeah. So what keeps you going every day? Like what motivates you?
The idea that the future is so much brighter than the past.
That's so beautiful. Oh my God. I just oh my God, I love you.
Oh, thank you.
So okay, hold on. Your music video, low key, the edits were amazing. The song production was beautiful. Your voice is beautiful. Like, can you
Thank
tell me
you.
about the song where that idea came from and how that even
Yes.
started? Like, was you writing first? Did you have the concept in your mind? What was going on?
So first and foremost, definitely want to give a shout out to Squeeze Tropicana for the visuals on the video. She did her thing and the video came out extremely, great for my first video. That was my first ever music video.
Oh my God.
Yes. Shout out to Sound Gallery and my boy Simi who produced the song for me. He knows exactly how I want my sound to be. And he's learned me over the course of time being with him. So, he gets my voice right. He knows how to make it sound and make it presentable. So shout out to them. But low key really started off as a song that I was writing pretty much just for my healing. I didn't really think it would do anything. It was just mainly me trying to express some feelings that I felt like I've been expressing for a while, but I don't feel like anybody was hearing. And so it was just like I was really emotional one day and I'm just like, I just gotta get this out of my head. And my homegirl at the time, she had gave me an Adderall. And so my mind was racing and I was just like, I want to be as productive as I can. And so I ended up writing that whole song in like an hour or so. But it started off with the Adderall and just being emotional from, relationships and things like that. And just like, you know what? This is the right song, the melody and everything for it. And it fits me. I'm just like, I feel it. Like when I choose my instrumentals or my beats, I literally sit there and try to see if my spirit is moved by the beat. And if it is, from there, I move forward with it. And so that was one of the beats that I kind of grown to like and kind of move me, even without the words, like just listening to the beat. If I can still imagine a picture without the words, then it's definitely going to be a yes for me. So I used that beat. I got my emotions out onto the paper at that time, and it just seemed like it was going because I don't really remember throughout the process of, what I was thinking. I just remember thoughts were coming to me, and I was just like, write that down. So I just kept writing.
You were just flowing.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
guys, you are.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Just something being on my mind at the time and having to take the time to really get it out on paper exactly how I wanted to sound and be presented. It helped me kind of, you know, put a message across that I was trying to get to. And it is what it is, like low key, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, at some point in time when people don't value your presence, you just gotta go low key.
Yeah. What are some ways you work towards like yourself when it comes to healing?
So I'll journal every now and then just to like kind of remind myself of certain things. And so I'll just look up certain journal props. Pinterest is where I get a lot of inspiration. Like when I need some inspiration for something, I'll go on Pinterest. Unless I have like certain things saved, Pinterest is the way to go for inspiration. But I'll just look on Pinterest for something, get my inspiration, and then I'll just, get at it. And so that's pretty much how I kind of get through things, is this thinking of how, oh, well, I can get to this because I've been through this and I've gotten over that. And so let me just keep going. And sometimes I get a little impatient, of course, but having to remind myself that, this is your journey. You go at the pace that is best for you. And, you'll eventually get the results that you are trying to see.
So inspiring.
Thank you.
Like journal, that is really healing journaling. Um, wow. So half the year is almost done. I can't believe it's all about to be like July. What are
Hmm.
some
Right.
things that we look forward to with Unicorn Gang Flow?
Yes. So definitely going to try to put out my first EP by the middle of next month. I pretty much got majority of the songs for the EP together already. I'm just trying to work on the visual art effects and things like that. So like the album cover and things like that, just trying to get that together. But hopefully by the middle of July, I'll have the EP out and available to listen to, if not on the way out. And for July 23rd, I will be performing the full EP at my first headliner show out here in Florida at Pegasus Lounge. So, yeah.
Oh my God, wait, July 23. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Florida next week, so I was like, "Oh, maybe I could go."
Yeah. If not, I will definitely, make sure I get footage and everything to be able to share. But definitely, if you can come or if you want to take a vacation down here for a second, the more the merrier. I love it.
Third, everyone, at Unicorn Gang Flow exclusively on Video City TV.
Ooh, Video City got me looking nice out here on the interview. Shout out to Kaylee Ann for her doing her thing and everything. But I appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh my God, we appreciate you for like being here and showing us like, a different side. I was not expecting this calm energy. You know what I was gonna wear? I was like, I want to match Unicorn Gang's flow energy. Let me look for like something colorful, and then I ended up with all
It's okay because sometimes I have my days where I gotta express, this is my chill side. This is my okay, I'm a little angry side, or I'm in my mood side, or my bad bitch side, whatever the case may be, you just express how you feel at the time.
yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you share like a gem with other artists out there who are also trying to like balance everything out and trying to like work on themselves and, you know, do music along the way?
I would definitely say that your biggest fan is going to be you. So you have to pretty much, love what you put out and take pride in what you put out. But on top of that, you just got to understand that it may not be for everybody, and who it will be for will, you know, see it, hear it, love it, and they'll let you know. So as long as you believe in yourself and what you're doing, not switching it up just because somebody like, oh yeah, you need to switch this up. Stay true to you. Stay true to you.
Um, Unicorn Gang Flow, everyone. This is the latest music video, Low Key.
Hey.
She just shot me. We don't take no well. Wanna be low key. I wanna focus on me. I ain't got no space to be played. No romance and no serenade. Low, low, low key. Low, low, low key. Focus, focus on me. Focus, focus on me. Now please don't be offended when I say tryna have a good day, but I don't want it to play off you. Now please don't be offended when I say that I really need space. My emotions tripping all off you. This is not right, but you think it's okay. You always picking fights with my emotions at bay. What a bitch gotta do to get some love? What a bitch gotta do to get some motherfucking love? Where my liquor, where my pills, where my motherfucking drugs? All our asses don't get shit, cause you know what the fuck it was. My senses closed off. No way. I ain't taking on no more loss. No way. Cause I wanna be low key. I wanna focus on me. I ain't got no space to be played. No romance and no serenade. Low, low, low key. Low, low, low key. Focus, focus on me. Focus, focus on me. Now what I'm really saying is you niggas be playing. Can count on one hand how many times you told the truth. And I know you tell a lie, try to do it in disguise. Really think that y'all can hide, I already got the proof. Niggas perpetrate, niggas really exaggerated. Niggas make it so complicated, I ain't interested in conversating. Niggas really wanna get the prize, niggas wanna be hypnotized. When I see the disconnect in they eyes, how to the soul, I call it so ties. Cause the niggas really be fake, don't even want you really be great. Worried about how you made your play, worried about who you sharing it with. Like these niggas play for that shit, gotta treat these niggas like kids. Smack their ass and tell them go sit. My status is closed off, no way. I ain't taking on no more loss, no way. No. I wanna focus on me. I ain't got no space to be played. No romance and no serenade. Low, low, low key. Low, low, low key. Focus, focus on me. Focus, focus on me. My status is closed. No way. I ain't taking on no more loss. No way, no way. She just shot me.
Welcome back to another episode of Video City TV, where we discover artists for you to listen to. Here we have Libba. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for being here. Can you tell us where
I'm
you're
so happy.
from? Tell us where you're from. Where are you from?
I am born and raised in San Francisco, California, Bay Area.
Wow. So that's where you grew up. Oh my. Are you home right now? I see
Yep.
like records in the back.
Yeah, I'm in the house that I was born and raised in.
Oh my
Um,
God.
yeah. So it's
So
full
many memories
circle.
there.
hmm Definitely see the change of like the city throughout the years and the home, and just it's always nice to be home. Home's where the heart is, for sure.
When it came to your music, were you influenced by the music your parents were playing when you were younger around the house?
Definitely. My dad was very big ABBA fan, so he would always play that, and he's from Ireland, so he would also play the Irish folk songs, and it was always music going on around the house, which was amazing.
Wow, that's amazing. So how long have you been doing music for?
I've been doing music since I can remember. I did a church choir when I was in middle school, and
Yeah.
then when I was in high school, I then went into musical theater and did as many choirs as possible, from a cappella to rock to concert to church choirs.
Wow, so you've
And
always been involved and you grew up with it.
mhm,
So did you always
it was
wanted to be a singer when you were little?
it was very much always a big passion of mine. And throughout the years of doing it, my friends who I still talk to this day were very much like, we don't see you doing anything else. And I was like, actually, me too.
Wow. So is there anything else that you're like into at the moment besides music? Do you have other passions?
I really love yoga. I have been really big, especially at the beginning of this year, I was really wanting to really hone in on my health and doing a lot of self-care and self-love. I know it's hard to do for a lot of people, and I was telling many of my friends and people along the way, like, you have to take care of yourself, like self-care, self-love. But then I had to really look in the mirror and practice what I preached.
Yeah.
And then I found yoga to be so helpful for me a year or so ago, and to do the 1 hour, I'm away from my phone, I'm away from everybody else, I'm in a room, and you have to focus on your body and your breath, and it helps so much with, as a singer, breath control and everything, but also to just center yourself. And no matter what craziness is going on in the world or in your day, it's like, okay, I'm back to base now, and
Wow.
everything's fine now, and it's like a reset, whether it's the start or end of your day.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That sounds very proud. It's
I love everything about it.
do you think having that kind of lifestyle helps you balance out like the music lifestyle? Because like I know being like an artist, it could be a lot of pressure having to like set deadlines for music videos and writing music. And so like how does that help you?
Definitely. It helps in the sense of, at the start of my day, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I have to do this, that. And like, or at the end of my day and I'm kind of awake, and before I very much fall asleep at some point. And I go through the list of things in my head, and I go through my phone of, okay, these are my to-do lists for tomorrow. But then when I escape through this place of practice of yoga, it really helps center myself and say, okay, we're going to take it one step at a time. Like, everybody's got other stuff going on. You don't have to be superwoman and like get everything done by the end of the day. You are human. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it brings me back to, I love doing music. Yes, for, the authenticness, sorry, of it all. But really, music is such a healing place for everyone, and that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, wow. Oh my gosh, you're glowing. I saw that you also play the piano. That's amazing.
So, yeah, that's been a very new discovery of a push for me. I have known music theory, have been doing music theory since I was a teenager, and throughout my life I did courses of, okay, you have to like do piano, or like, what's this chord, what's that. And when I started songwriting, I'm no professional, but I know the basics of chords and have been experimenting with keyboard and piano. And recently I've been taking lessons up again, and it's my teacher who's been very much pushing me anytime we do these like duo shows. He's like, okay, you can play on your own now. And I'm like, okay, which is good.
That's amazing. Discovering new parts of yourself too through this journey. Wow. What do you think has been your favorite part of this whole musical journey from when you were like younger to singing the choir to now singing in front of like, so many people doing these gigs and like, creating new music and what is your favorite part? I know there's so many to like choose from, but maybe a favorite part could be like that pivotal moment for you where you had that like immense growth in that one moment.
Definitely. Yeah, like you said, there's so many amazing moments, but I think through it all, I'm very big on touching people and like having either a song that I sing as a cover or especially my music can be helpful for other people. There was this one time in the university I went to and I was doing a musical theater piece at the time, and I didn't know this woman whatsoever. She was just this classmate of mine. And I sang this song from this musical, Bonnie and Clyde, and it's a very sad song. It's called Dying Ain't So Bad. It says it in the title. But I sang it, and I just sang it with my heart. And she came up to me afterward and she was like, whatever you have is just so beautiful. Like your lyrics, you singing that really made me cry. She had gone through something recently that she shared with me after class. And ever since those moments, I'm like, that's all I want for people is, I love songwriting and singing to get it off my chest and as therapy for me to help me express my emotions. But really, I just want it to be a place of healing of, I'm feeling happy. Let me turn on this song. Because that's kind of what we all do. It's like, I'm kind of going through this terrible breakup. I want to throw on this type of song or to get all of that energy out. So, and that's what I wanted.
To feel. Oh my God, you were making people feel. And that's it. No matter what feeling it is, like it's safe to feel this feeling. So just feel it and then, just transition because music is very powerful like that. It moves emotion. It makes you really feel. That's so cute. Oh my God. So if we look at your Spotify playlist right now, what songs would we see?
You would see very much a different change as to my music that I'm releasing out now from 3 years ago that I released. My first ever song I wrote and came out with, it's called Someday, and that one is a very close song to my heart. That was my first ever one, and it was very just acoustic, stripped back. Then the second one was called Tonight, and I wrote all of those when I was in Nashville, living there for a little bit of time. And third one is Summer Fling, which was super fun to write with someone who I'm still very close with in Nashville today.